Hello and welcome to Not Your Status Quo. Today we are going to break down the Captain Marvel trailer. There's a link to the trailer below, so if you have not checked it out, please do so. We'll wait. If you like what you see, please subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, hit the bell to get notified of future videos.
And before we get into the video, I just want to go over what I think is kind of happening in it and probably going to happen in the movie. And it's kind of juxtapositions out of sequence a little bit, so we'll talk about each one while we see it. But I basically think we see Carol flying a prototype Quinjet that runs into a Kree ship. They have maybe some sort of firefight. They crash. That's where she gets her powers. And the Kree sense that she's kind of gotten some Kree DNA, gets her powers, and they take her to Hala, the Kree homeworld. They kind of wipe her mind, and maybe during a Star Force mission against the Skrulls, she finds out that they're invading Earth. This kind of brings back some of her memories from her time on Earth, and she kind of flees Star Force, comes back to Earth to help save the day. Let's get to the trailer. Okay, it opens up here, and it looks like Carol, running from the Kree possibly, like we talked earlier, gets shot down, lands in a blockbuster. Nice way to set up that we're in the 90s.
Very retro.
We get that nice Sam Jackson voiceover. Once again, talking about a renegade soldier. Once again, like she's on the run from the Kree.
You see her wearing the green outfit there?
Did you notice that the Marvel Studios went blue and red, kind of like her colors?
Yep.
And we have here, we see a Skrull on the table, and it looks to be on the left, Sam Jackson, Nick Fury, and on the right, Phil Coulson. So it looks like, if you remember the scene from Secret Invasion where Elektra dies and they kind of doing the autopsy, it almost looks like that to me. But then we have the ship coming in, and I kind of pointed out, if you look there, it looks like a prototype Quinjet. Once again, if Carol Danvers is piloting, and this is the Kree ship she runs into before the crash, we'll see it later, where it looks like she gets her powers, and it looks like after two ships kind of crash there. And he starts talking about 90s action movies, all that good stuff. And we start to see some of Carol's past. Actually, we see Hala there, the Kree homeworld, and our first look at it in any of the MCU. She's staring out. Coming back to her time on Earth, when prior to her getting her powers, it looks like. We see her as an Air Force pilot hitting the ground. And this looks to me like where they're wiping her mind, so she doesn't remember all this. Once again, is she going to get that back when she finds out something about Earth, Kree Skrull War, something like that? We don't know yet.
Do you think she's, all this younger stuff, do you think that that's her remembering as, the movie goes on?
I do. I think that's how they're going to play this out. We see Star Force here we see, Captain Marvel right there in the middle, and on the left, it looks like Captain Atlas, and on the right, Minerva. So, that's pretty cool. We know that Gemma Chan is playing Minerva. And then we kind of see these shots of her growing up, her piloting right there. We see the Skrulls real quick. Hopefully that's a Skrull. And, here we have Ronan, and, we kind of pointed him out. Once again, we know about him from Guardians of the Galaxy. This is before that. But why we stopped it here, it looks like he is...
bearing down on Earth?
Yes. So is this pre-Carol Danvers getting her powers, or is this after she's fled back to Earth because she heard the Skrulls are invading? And we do know that part of the Kree Skrull War, the reason both sides wanted Earth so bad is because it was strategic between their two empires. So we could be getting a lot of that they both want to really control Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And we see the young Phil Coulson. We see and I really like that part, we see her helmet. And this is where we see, it looks like post-crash with the Quinjet from earlier on, they're crashing, she's getting her powers, and it kind of looks like the quantum field stuff from Ant-Man and the Wasp to me. Did you kind of get that when you were watching too, Dave?
Oh, yeah. Like that color I added. But yes, and I'll be excited to see how that ties in with Ant-Man.
Then we see, stand up, You know, we get that, I don't want to say this, but I'm going to, she gets knocked down, but she gets up again, because we see it as, you know, a young girl, kind of a teenager, and then as Carol Danvers. And then we get this, you know, part right there.
This is the best part.
Yeah, and this is that end shot where she's going to full binary, and it just looks amazing.
So great trailer. Not much revealed about the plot in there. I mean, you've got your theories, but didn't really reveal too much. You saw Sam Jackson look great. Agent Coulson is back in action. Looking young. So what do you guys think? If you make some comments down below, and we'll see. If
you know, and I
those.
thought it had a great end shot with Carol going binary right there, where you see her powers go up. And I always, you know, go back to what we talked about during the Infinity War trailer. You know, they'd like to play little games. Like in the trailer, they kind of messed with the Infinity Stones that were in the Gauntlet when he was in Wakanda. Yeah. So what here have they changed up to kind of mess and save plot points from us? You know, what are your guys' thoughts? Leave comments below, and thanks for checking out the video.